Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Buffalo Fanatics proudly brings to you. Oh, I don't want to do my wrestling bang, but y'all know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. Welcome for those that are tuned in for the very first time. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. I am your host, Rico. Let me get my earphones in. I feel a lot better when my earphones are in. I apologize, folks. It's been a different day for me today, man. So I gotta try to get my stuff in. So if y'all can hear me, no problem. Hit me with the thumbs up. Yeah, I apologize. The family comes first, baby. The family comes first. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me? Everybody's good. Everybody's straight. Everybody's happy. We can hear you. Yes, my man, Till Money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. This is the Rico Report. You are tuned into the Buffalo Fanatics after a W, a dub. I don't care how you guys want to call it. It's a win. Now, did we put up two? I mean, most people are going to say this was an ugly win. This was an ugly win, and you know what I'm saying? We should have done more because the Patriots were a depleted team. I mean, Cam is Cam. He's struggling right now. The offensive line wasn't the same. Damn all of that. I don't give two shits who was playing. The fact of the matter is this. They still have if not the greatest head coach of all time across on that field, and that boy is a genius. And I don't want to hear it because look how close that score was today. Look how close that score was today. And we knew it. For those that are realists, they knew that this was going to be an ugly, boring, you know what I'm saying, low-scoring, somewhat game. And it proved to be so. It wasn't an exciting game. Statistics weren't glaring. But one thing's for sure, there were some good things that happened today. There were some ugly things that happened today. And we're going to dissect it today. We definitely will. My guy, Sergio Chavez, what's going on, man? This was a huge win. Ugly, but huge nonetheless. That's what she said, especially with Miami beating the Rams. Well, I would have loved Miami to lose to the Rams because we had just a huge stranglehold over the AFC East. But nonetheless, the team that we needed to beat, we beat, right? And we have an opportunity to sweep the damn Patriots. We have an opportunity to sweep the Miami Dolphins, which I am not sleeping on because Miami, they look pretty good. But, I mean, they had a lot of things go their way today, I must say. They had a lot of things go their way. But, hey, nonetheless, this is where we are. So I got to give a shout out to my guy, Sergio Chavez. Shout out to you, my guy. As we scroll down, I know I got another super chat that was waiting around, so I got to go and find it. Yes, my guy, Solar Forcin. I don't know why I had to call you Solar Forcin because it's probably Solo Forcin. But anyway, a dub is a dub, especially versus divisional opponents. Absolutely. I think y'all blocked me on Instagram too for no damn reason. If you got blocked, let me tell you something. If you get blocked by anything to do with Buffalo Fanatics, is because you're being a troll and you're being a clown. And clown shit, we don't deal with that nonsense. We don't. If you're trying to be a clown, you're trying to be heard, you're just trying to do too much, yo, pump your brakes. You can get blocked. But we can always look into it and unblock your ass. But you probably got blocked for a reason. I don't know why. I'll have to talk to my man Bobby, because he's the gatekeeper. He's the one that it takes a lot to bug him. And if you bug his ass, you out. You're done. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start a new segment. Called Flowers. You're probably wondering why call it flowers, right? And you've heard it before when you give someone flowers, right? And we're going to give some flowers today. I don't know. I'm going to call it flowers for now, but I'm going to find a new name for it, right? So for now, we'll call it flowers. And why we're going to call it flowers, right, is because we got to give some flowers out today. Although we won today, you got to give props to the other squad, right? A depleted other squad in the Patriots. And it's unbecoming of me to even give them that platform. But they deserve it a little bit because they came in with not a very good team and they put a valiant effort. They honestly did. They put a valiant effort to keep this thing close, and that they did. That they did. So I gotta give them a shout out for real. You got to, man. Shout out to my guy Joe Miller. Go Bills! About to record this overreaction podcast on the Buffalo Fanatics Pod Network. Love you, Bills Mafia. The king is dead. Ooh, Joe Miller's not playing games today, man. He knows. Yo, the tables are turning. The tides are turning. You feel me? So I don't know if Pats fans realize what's happening right now. They don't realize it until it's gonna be too late where they're sitting in rebuild mode. I'm not saying they're in rebuild mode now, but if they don't start taking us seriously, they're gonna be looking at this where like, damn, when did this happen? It happened today. You know what I'm saying? November 1st. That's when it happened, baby. That's when this it's starting to turn. It takes one win. And then we start mounting that. So shout out to my guy, Joe Miller. Y'all need to check out Joe Miller's pod, the Overreaction Podcast. He's going to be recording it tonight, and you guys will have an opportunity to listen it on your drive home. You know what I love about when Joe says, he says, I don't care where this finds you. If it's around a cup of coffee or it's on your way home or you're listening at work, thank you for tuning in. That's my guy, Joe. Shout out to my guy, Joe Miller, running one of the best podcasts out there. I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care if he's part of the squad. It's one of the best out there. That's for damn sure. Now, here's the deal. Let's give out flowers because the Patriots, they put a valiant effort today. They ran the ball well. It was expected. They ran the ball well, and it was expected. But they kept it close. They had a good game plan, right? The time of possession was pretty much even today. It was like 29-30. I think they had it like 40 seconds over ours, right? So they had a game plan, and I said it. They're going to try to keep Josh Allen in our offense, you know what I'm saying, a top 10 passing offense on the ground. They're going to try to keep us on the sideline, and they did a good job of doing that. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Is Bobby tripping? Is Bobby getting out of pocket? What's going on? What's going on, Bobby? So it is what it is at the end of the day. It just what it is. Folks, Caitlin Blount says, I know it sounds like an excuse, but why do we never get to see the Bills penalties? What do you mean never get to see the Bills penalties? These boys, we almost lead the league in penalties, right? I think we're the top third team in penalties. We got a lot of penalties. My guy Dan Brown says, huge win today. Feliciano deserves a game ball, and his presence was felt, something to build off, and of also tell Bobby to get off his horse about our win today. Get off his horse. Are we not supposed to be excited about the win today? Are we supposed to be sitting here just doom and gloom? A dub is a dub. And the fact of this, we beat the Patriots. That's why this is big. It wasn't that we just beat some random people, right? We beat the Patriots. Let me see what my girl Caitlin is saying. Caitlin said, replays, they don't show us they don't show them to us after they get called. Yeah, I don't know. That's a TV contract. I don't know if they have to just go on to the next play. Who knows? Or they go off of what the announcers are saying. I have no idea. So the only flowers I'm going to give to the Patriots today are that they ran the ball very well and they kept the score close. Although the weather was ugly and they're on the road, whether that matters or not, they did a good job. Hold on a sec. Somebody said Bobby's upset about the win. Hold on, let me see. Bobby's upset about the win? Oh, we'll talk about it. If Bobby was bold enough, I'd love to have Bobby on the show and just have him explain himself. And we'll get to that soon. Actually, he knows the code. He knows he can jump on. He knows what's up. Bobby, you want to jump on it? You absolutely can and explain yourself. So I'm done with giving the flowers. Flowers are done. I mean, flowers die. So once you give the flowers up, they die. Just like the chances that the Patriots had today. Their chances of winning the game died when Justin Zimmer punched that motherfucking ball out. He gave a super Saiyan punch. Hi-ya! Gave that bitch a good punch, and out it went. Zach Moss, have my ball today. He's going to get the game ball today. I like that. Zach Moss came to play for sure. So here's the deal. Where's my guy, Brian Bowers? Brian Bowers had something to say. He says, make sure you give homeboy Master Work the business. Do you think I was going to forget about that? Brian Bowers, I am what we call petty. AKA Petty Murphy. I will not forget these boys, the Patriots, because that's exactly my next point. Now, for those that were able to join us in this week, I was a guest on Dan Mitchell's live show. The Dan Mitchell. If you guys aren't following Dan Mitchell, go give my man a follow. He's a good dude. So he invited me on, and all he said was, "Hey, I'm gonna invite you on to my show with these two Pats fans. It's gonna be two Bills fans versus Pats fans." I was like, bet. I never shy away from a great debate. I'm a master debater. Yo, you out? All right, peace. That's my bro. Anyway, bye, Zayden. I'm a master debater. You know what I'm saying? So you want to come with me? I'll battle with the rest of them. So these two individuals, one came in masked. I don't know if he was embarrassed. I think he saw through the future. I think he saw through the future. He didn't want to show his face because he knew I was gonna get after that ass. Anyways, I took care of business. I roasted his ass on my man's show, and he made a bet. He says if the Patriots win, because we're gonna win, and he was talking all this bullshit, and you're gonna eat 20 suicide wings. That being said, I'll eat the wings regardless because I can eat. You know what I'm saying? But I will enjoy him eating that. Not only that, he said, I will come on your show and I will admit defeat and I will say what the fuck you want me to say. Oh, you best believe it. And you're going to take off that stupid mask while you're at it. I don't care if it's that's your persona. I want everybody to see that goofy look on your face where you have to say, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy, bitch? That's what I want you to say. But anyway, that's out of the way. My man Ray Ruth is the other Pats fan. I'm not gonna roast his ass too much because he's Canadian. I still fuck with him. But your team is now probably gonna go on a fire sale. You guys are gonna start trading a whole bunch of people. It's the end of the Pats as we know it. They're changing the whole team after this loss. This loss is what's going to change everything, right? They don't realize it, but it is what it is. Shout out to my guy Pierre the Kingpin says Zimmer almost made the potential winning forced fumble against CHE. You're right. You're right. Clyde Edwards-Helaire almost fumbled. Actually, he did fumble that ball, and it was Zimmer that was around the ball, and we could have changed that game around. We could be potentially sitting at 6-1. 6-1. How pretty would that be? Golly, but it's all good. All is good in the hood. Sorry. What am I saying? 6-1. 7-1. We'd be 7-1, and we chilling right now. So then he came through again, late winner. Yo, Zimmer is the man. And you know who was beating the table for Zimmer? That's my guy Damon from Draft Diamonds. He's like, you watch out for Zimmer. That boy is strong as shit. Don't play with that dude, man. He don't play games. He doesn't play games. My man, here's my man Bobby. Winner, chicken Zimmer. I like that. Winner, chicken Zimmer. By the way, speaking of winner, chicken Zimmer, I got a new member joining the Bing squad. And y'all know how we do. Bing, biggity, bing. We got to do it one more time. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. Welcome to my guy, William Reddick. Reddick, you are the man. You are not going to make this. Not a bad decision at all. This is a great decision. Welcome to the Bing squad, baby. Let's go. So here's the deal. These two clowns are going to get it. I'm going to roast one on my show. I might even have both of them on my show. You can't just roast one and not the other. Both you bitches better come on my show, and y'all better come and concede. That's it. I don't need you to stay on my show for long. It's 10 minutes of eating crow and getting your ass roasted by not just me, but all of the Bing squad and the Bills members. I don't want to hear shit from Pats fans going forward like we were your daddy, this, that. Yo, new year. New year, new me. And the last time I checked, you guys are 2-5. So shut your asses up. It's Bills time, and that's it, boy. Time to pay the bills, and it's time for me to collect. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna move on because I'm not trying to give these guys more pub. So, folks, we had some good times, man. We had some good times today. We had some good things to talk about. You know how we do. We got to talk about statistics, and we get into it. So my guy Josh Allen went 11 completions. I got to look up because I have my phone, man. So I'm a little messed up today, man. Today is just an off day. But I'll take the off day any day when we win. So let's go. So let me just, get my stats up and we can keep it rolling. So I know that we had 11 completions from my guy, Josh. He controlled the game. He was a game manager today. And I am not mad at that. Being a game manager in ugly, horrendous weather like this, I'll take it every day. So my man went 11 for 18, 154 yards, and an interception. Now let's talk about that interception. But before we talk about the interception, I got to give a shout out to my guy, Mike Luzinski. Welcome to the Big Squad, baby. Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Big Mike. Mike Luzinski. Let's go, my G. So that interception I didn't like. But we're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and you best believe that that's going to be part of it. But I want to stay on a high. I want to say about the good. I want to talk about the good. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the good. Let me scroll up and find it out. All right. So what did you guys like about the game? You know how I do, man. I like to talk to you guys first. What did Bills fans like about the game? You know what I do like? I like that Lil Debbie said the Titans lost. I did not expect that to happen. I can't believe the Titans lost, but that's good for us because we right up in that bitch. We still want to try to win the whole AFC, man. The whole AFC, we're trying to win that shit. So it's not over. It's not over. We still got to take the Steelers later this year. So we're gonna find out how that goes. So what did you guys find the good? What was good? Rated R. John Yoda says we ran the damn ball. Yes, we did. Grando says we won. That's the only good. What? Grando, you tripping, man. There's some more good that happened today, man. John Henry finally got the run game going. Yes, so you guys are on top of it, right? We had a running game. We ran the freaking ball. Billy Reynolds, good. The run game. Yes, so I think we all agree. We're all on the same page that we, as a team, we had great success in running the ball today. Moss came with it today. Finally, let me tell you something. I was hard on Moss, talking about he had no vision. This guy had no sense of awareness. And today he gave me good indication that I'm not saying his vision is there, but he had more patience, it seems. I loved his patience today. He had his patience. He let his holes formulate, and then he'd hit it. The only thing is he's too choppy. He's giving me early years of my guy. Now I'm getting my stuff mixed up. Who's our guy? Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch was always choppy legs, right? Choppy legs before he hit the hole. At the beginning of his career, that's what he used to do. And I remembered, I'm like, man, why is this guy always chopping his legs? Man, just hit the hole and go. That's what Zach Moss gives me. He chops his legs a lot before he hits a hole. We want that one cut hitter, because you have the speed, you have the power, right? So just let your patience come to you. Right? Be patient. Hit that hole, and you're gonna be money, man. You're gonna be money. So I got to give a shout out to the run game. Now let's be specific. The run game, we had Motor and Moss go for each 160. They had combined 167 yards, man. 167 yards each. They both had 14 carries each. Coach is he doesn't want to give one more than the other. I keep saying that there's going to be a changing of the guards very shortly, very soon, and it's leaning in the way of Moss. It just feels that it's leading in the way of Moss. But Singletary is not letting that go because he's running just as well, right? Alton Venezuela says, time to show Moss some love, Rico. I'm trying to, man. I'm going to. He's got to get the love, right? So each gentleman, they had 80 odd yards rushing, right? Let me get my phone out. I want to be specific. I don't want to say 80 odd yards because I know they're both in the 80 mark. But they ran very well. Devin Singletary, 14 carries for 86 yards, which I'm pleased about. Let me just scroll over to the Bills. And you had Zach Moss with 14 for 81. 5.8 carries for Moss, 6.1 carries for Singletary. We were running the ball and controlling the game. Problem is we had some moments where we stalled, right? Where we needed someone to make a play. Let me tell you something. If I'm going to keep it a buck, we got out of the game luckily. Luckily, we got out of that game. I'll tell you that right now, because if somebody were to tell you that, oh, we were going to win that game no matter what, I knew that it was going to be close because anytime that you're facing a guy by the name of Bill Belichick, everything's going to be close. You're not going to blow his ass out, right? The last time I remember a blowout was when we beat the damn Patriots 31-0. Everything was clicking. We were just on and on and on. So, that being said, 81 yards rushing for Moss, 86 rushing for Singletary. That is a recipe for success, right? And I loved it. So having those two backs get a taste, right? And I keep telling you guys, if we get 15 to 25 carries for Devin Singletary, right, we're going to win this game because he's that dynamic. He's that great of a running back, right? But now you have both guys with 15 touches, right? Both in receiving and both in rushing the ball. That's double trouble, man. And we still luckily got out of that game. Why we got out of the game? Because somebody decided to get some balls and make a play. And who was that? Justin freaking Zimmer. Justin Zimmer made a play today and saved our game because the way that defense was running right now and the way that defense was operating today, we were going to let this whole game slip away and we were going to take that L. It was coming to that point. If you guys are gonna keep it real, let's keep it real for real, man. Let's get it because that's exactly what was gonna happen. So hold on a second. I didn't even read that comment. So Koala Bear Khan says Winter's gotta go. Murphy better be gone. Bring on some beef DTs and the rest. Edmonds and find some LBs. All got to be done by Tuesday. Being better ball. You just pretty much saying revamp that whole damn defense. Revamp that whole damn defense is what you're saying. So if that's what you're saying, that ain't gonna happen. I don't think there's gonna be any big trades happening. We're just gonna roll with what we got. These guys just got to step the game up. Randy Bobandy, what's up, my man? Big win. Zimmer makes another big time play. Ring that mother effing bell. You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna ring that bell. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna ring that bell just for you, my man, because Zimmer came with it. He sealed the game for us. Because let's be real, man. Cam was moving. Cam was marching that ball. Cam was doing it, and freaking Damian Harris was running all over us, man. 100 yards on us on like that. Come on, man. Damian Harris of all guys. Come on, man. So they were marching. And the way they were marching, there was no way we were going to stop them until Zimmer was like, enough of this mess. I'm taking over now. That's that Scion punch. And there it is. So shout out to Justin Zimmer. He is definitely part of the good that is happening to the Bills right now. Justin Zimmer was I can't believe it. The Browns wanted nothing to do with him. The Bills had him earlier. They wanted nothing to do with him. They brought him back. And now he's proving his worth. So we got to show respect, man. We got to show respect. Shout out to my guy, Ricardo Cardero says, show us Lady Rico. The crowd deserves it. Lady Rico's upstairs, man. She's taking care of the kids, man. She's taking care of the kids. But she was around for when the game was going down. So she's happy. She's just as happy as I am. Real talk. And I had a daughter watching with me. Yeah, you guys already know. I got my daughter watching the game with me all the time. So she's starting to get into it. She was kind of getting worried. And then we pulled the W out. So we're happy. We are happy. Joey B. There's a time when a last-minute fumble recovery wouldn't have mattered. Hung tight, got the motherfucking job done. Absolutely. 100%. Eric Schmitty. Dub but bad. We're getting torched against any good offensive team. No aggression in the coaches. Ooh, thank you for bringing that up. And one Bills drive should be renamed to mediocre mild. Damn, Schmitty. Schmitty, be nice. Be nice, Schmitty. Come on now. You got to be nice. So the good. Let's go back to the good. So we lead the AFC East at 6-2. We've got a good stronghold over them. The Dolphins still hanging around. I mean, they won. Good for them. Tua got his first victory today. Shout out to him. Nothing special, but we'll get after that ass when it's time. Motor and Moss, 167 yards together. I love it. 6 yards of carry for Singletary and 5.8 for Moss. So we really took advantage of the run game. Zimmer, big play Zimmer. Zimmer came in with the big play at the end of the game with less than a minute left, and Cam Newton, they were destroying us to the left side of the line. They were just running left. We could not stop it. They were running at Jerry Hughes. They were running at AJ Klein. They were just running at us like they were running at the left side of the line. They just didn't respect us. They just kept on going there until Zimmer had enough and punched the ball out, and we recovered it. Dean Marlowe, which never wants to tackle, but Dean Marlowe was there for the recovery. Let's go Bills with the dub, right? Secondly, Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 92 yards. With the game, remember I said, I don't think that my guy Dable's going to want to stop airing it out. And we had to kind of dial back on the throws, but the fact of the matter is this: yak is what I've been preaching for so long. If you guys know me, you guys been following me since we were the Bills fanatics. I've always wanted a receiver that can give us yak. Yak is of most importance because catching the ball is one thing. What you do with the ball is another. And if we have a guy that's an alpha male that can catch the ball and give you that yak, that's what I'm looking for. Because John Brown is not that guy. Gabe Davis doesn't give me that impression that he's that guy. Cole Beasley's not that guy. He's that possession type receiver, give you 4 or 5 yards afterwards. That's about it. But when you got a guy like Stephon Diggs that can take something for 10 and take it for 60, respect. That's the type of receiver that we need on the squad. A guy that can take it to the house regardless of the fact. Give him the ball anywhere and he can take it. Love it. And I'll never stop appreciating stuff like that because that's the shit. And I've been loving it. So am I missing super chats? Let me scroll on back. My guy, Mike Shule, 2 TDs for the Rook, Zach, business decision Moss. I'm not going to call them business decisions. And I had a joke that I thought that was super funny. And maybe it's a dad joke type. But I didn't call it business decisions, right? Hold on a second. I gotta hit that. Mike Shule, I'm going to hit you back with that one. Missed my super chat, but that was good, bro. Great win. Cardell Linder, you know what it is, bro. I got you, fam. So here's the deal. When it comes to when it comes to these business decisions that Moss is talking about, they weren't really business decisions. I think they're more like business casual decisions, right? It's business casual because he does it here and there, and he gives you a little love tap here, but he's not making you make business decisions where you gotta say, am I gonna tackle this guy or not? Because that's what a business decision is, right? When you got to make a decision. Do I like my career or do I want to get blown up and put up all over on ESPN? But Zach is making them make business casual decisions where they don't mind going in and getting tackled, and they're not going to get the business the way there should be. So can you give them the business? Because that's what I would love to see as a fan. I want you to lower your shoulder down and give them the business. Kind of like Antoine Smith. Way back in 02. No, that's way there. Am I dating myself way back? Maybe it was maybe 0203. I'm not sure, but do you guys remember this? For those old school fans that know, Antoine Smith took a ball to the left, right? And damn, hold on a second. Antoine Smith took a ball to the left and completely destroyed the Raiders' corner. I don't know who it was. There was safety. He destroyed him. That was a business decision that corner decided to make, and he lost and got plastered all over ESPN. Y'all know what I'm talking about. By the way, shout out to my guy, the Pull-Out King. Pull out King. Shout out to my guy, the Pull-Out King. The bump. Hold on, let me read this. Let me get this down. You bump all that. We played good. We got to clean some things up. No doubt. There will always be some stuff we got to clean up. But what I really can't wait for is the Pats cray, baby. Kid, come on. That Rico report and spend some more tears. Love BF and Rico. I appreciate that. The Pull-Out King. Salute to you. And he's right. We're going to get those tears, baby. I'll tell you right now. I might try to get it for the Tuesday show. If it's not the Tuesday show, it might be the Friday show. But I think I prefer the Tuesday show because I want to get them on the show. So I got to try to see what they're doing and see what their schedule is. We're going to get some Pats tears. I don't want to hear no excuses. I'm going to let them just try. You know what? I'll give them the floor to say what happened. And then what I'll do after that, I don't know. I'm an improv guy. So whatever I feel, I just do it, right? I'm giving them 15 minutes. I'm having both of them on. If I can get both, if I can just get one, that's fine. I want to see you guys see their tears and their excuses and all that shit. Because you know what they're going to say. We were going to win that game and da-da-da-da-da-da. Let me tell you something, right? Before any of that stuff, the big game changer. Thank you. Listen, Jason Belito, right? Antoine Smith was a good player, 230 pounds, ran 4.4. That boy ran over that guy. He murdered the guy. Y'all want to see a dead body? Go back to that and go check that film out because that boy ran right over his ass. All right? So shout out to my guy, the Pull-Out King. But real talk, though, when we get that Pats fan on, I'm curious as to what he's going to say. I'm curious as to what he said. We'll see we'll see how that goes. All right? So the good. Stephon Diggs, Justin Zimmer, we had even Allen Gunnan on the run game. The run game was great today. We had almost 200 yards rushing. We had almost 200 yards rushing today. So that's fantastic. Cody Armstrong says Buffalo Fanatics needs help. This is the excuses show. Who? I don't. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Cody Armstrong says Buffalo Fanatics needs help. This is the excuses show. Cody Armstrong, really? Does that? Yo, I try to give y'all the platform to kind of get your stuff out, but now I may have to really peruse and really pick out because this clown Cody Armstrong, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Buffalo Fanatics needs help. This is an excuses show. We talking about a game that we just won. We're talking about the good. So your clown ass, if you don't know this show, get the fuck on and go watch something else. If you know this show, we talk about the good, we talk about the bad, we talk about the ugly. So we are talking about the good shit now. Now, if you don't know the show, get to recognize it. Thank you for the view. But if you don't want to be here, deuces. Get the fuck on, man. Come on, man. Y'all, some of these clowns, man. We'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk about it. So the one thing that I do want to talk about, though, big things. And it's a small thing. It's a small thing, but a big thing. But it's this. Feliciano. Tell me Feliciano didn't make a difference today, right? You come to this game, and you have been away from this team, right? Not practicing, not doing that. You come back, they activate you. You're able to get this stuff. Our center goes down. You come in. Ryan Bates comes in for a little bit, and then Feliciano takes over at center. Bro, respect to Feliciano, because I'll tell you right now, this Feliciano had a play today. He had a play today. Snaps the ball, right? He's looking. He doesn't find anything, right? He sees, I think it was a twist or something. Somebody was coming around the edge. Feliciano looked around the corner, got to the lineman, bang, kicks out. Josh Allen steps up, delivers a nice strike. Boom, hits it. You can't say that one person sometimes can't make a difference. That boy brings the bit. He brings everything to this team, man. He brings that veteran leadership. He brings that nastiness. And look today, whether it was a coincidence or not, we ran for almost 200 yards rushing. We haven't had the ability to run the ball in so long, man. So it was really nice to see. So great job. Fantastic job. I love it. Feliciano, welcome back to the squad. Mongo, welcome back to the squad. Big Ugly. Let's make it happen, man. This was fantastic for us to see that, and it makes me I'm thrilled. I love it. I'm fantastic about that. That makes me feel good. So, last but not least, the good about this is we were 3 for 4 in the red zone. 3 for 4 in the red zone. Do you remember last game? 0 for 5. We went 0 for 5 in the red zone. We didn't even score a touchdown against the lowly Jets. And today we went 3 for 4. We're normally a team that executes in the red zone. And we weren't, we were great today. 3 for 4 with 75% in the red zone. I'll take it every time, man. The run game was special. The run game was great. Josh Allen jumped in on the action, and I saw that coming, man. I was like, yo, this is definitely spread the receivers out, pull that shit back, and go away you go. I fucking loved it. Great job. The run game was essential today, and we made it happen. So shout out to the Bills and the run squad. Let's go. So let's recap the good. 6-2 in the AFC East. Love it. The run game was spectacular today. We run for almost 200 yards today. Our running backs were averaging almost 6 yards a carry. We had Justin Zimmer with a big play. Huge play by Justin Zimmer. And Stephon Diggs with 6 receptions, almost 100 yards today. Love it. He's near the top of the in the NFL of receptions and yards. So keep that up. Love it. And last but not least, we had 3 for 4 in the red zone. I cannot wait to see more of this as we go on, right? Mike Lazinski says, Gabe Davis has to hang on to the TD. It seems like he missed the opportunities are one of the differences between the first 4 games and the last 4 games. All right. I'm going to make, so there's a thing I want to jump out. I'm going to make a difference here. Daniel Garvey's facts, my guy. What did Daniel Garvey say? What's my guy Danny saying, man? Danny G. Let me try to scroll on back to my guy Danny G if I can see it or not. Let me see. I don't have the link to join. I don't know what Rico is talking about. Boy, stop. You're a stupid ass. Let me see. Oh, hold on a second. Cody Armstrong's a Patsy fan? Oh, he's a Patsy fan. Oh, okay, that's why. That makes sense. Oh, I'll bring his ass on too so I can roast his ass. He ain't gonna say shit either. Daniel Guards, I can't find your comment, but it's all good though. Blue Comet. I haven't seen Blue Comet in a minute now. Pat's had this coming for a long time. There's a new king in the AFC East. His name is Josh Allen. Bing, biggity, bing. I like it. All right. So we talked about the good. There's some good things, but there were some bad things that happened in the game. So now I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to tell me what was the bad. Did you guys see things that you did not like, not a fan of? Talk to me. Who and what happened in this game that you felt was the bad? Let me talk to you guys. I have my things. It wasn't too many things, but there were some things that were glaring to me. So if you guys have a bad, let me know. Let me know. Hold on a second. Somebody said I skipped over a super chat. Did I? I couldn't step over a single. Nah. There's no way. So I'm looking at some of you. Do we need a new defensive coordinator? Doug Helsley. That's an interesting question because right now the defense just hasn't been playing up to par. It hasn't been playing up to par. Now, before I get into mine, I want to read everybody else's comments and how they feel about this game. What was the bad? Right? We talked about the good, the bad, the ugly. So today, what was bad? What was the bad? We got a guy, AJ Klein. AJ Klein, man. I don't know. I feel he's I don't know what to think about AJ Klein, man, because I'm not impressed with AJ Klein whatsoever, but they keep putting him on the field. But is it because we lack people? Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because we lack it. We don't have a damn choice, right? Milano's not fully 100%, although he's active. He's not fully 100%. You have Edmonds nursing a damn shoulder injury. He got hurt today, but he came back in the game, so that was good. And then you have AJ Klein. And AJ Klein is just like, he's just there, man. The amount of tackles he missed today. Let me tell you something. If you're a defender and you're trying to tackle a running backs, it's either we lower the boom on you, we give you the, the shimmy, or we stiff your ass into the dirt. And that's usually what we'll try to do if we need to get around the bend. And AJ Klein, as a defender, man, smash that hand down, man. You got to smash that hand down. If you don't smash that hand down, dude, you're going to get stiffed. They put up against the chest, it's over with. You can't get shit. You gotta boom, put it down, and then go for the legs. But come on, man. AJ Klein was just getting abused today, man. It wasn't good. He was in good position, but just cannot make the tackle. He's not finishing on his tackles, so I was not a fan of that. Let me see. Red Baron says Tremaine Edmonds is hurting us. The MLB is hurting the defense. Ooh, I'm gonna say this though, man. I'm looking at Tremaine Edmonds, and a lot of people will talk about like, no, he's not his fault. He's doing what he can. My guy Damon was saying that. He's like, it's all by himself. But like, come on, man. You're the captain of the defense. I don't want to say captain of defense, but you're in the middle of the defense. You are the middle linebacker. You are the meat, right? You got the D line and you got your DBs. You are the important guy. You're the cleanup. You know what I'm saying? If our front four can't get to that guy, you got to clean shit up. But if you sitting here missing tackles left, right, center, come on, man. That's detrimental to us. Now you're getting our DBs are the ones that are making tackles because you're missing that shit. Come on, man. We got to get better. We got to get better, man. We still have no run defense. We absolutely still have no run defense. That's a fact. They ran for almost 200 yards on us. They ran for 188 yards today. 188 yards rushing on the Bills today. Man, I'm not used to that. I am not used to that, man. Shout out to my girl, Caitlin Blount. Our health is bad. Everyone's health is bad around the league. Everyone's health is bad around. Nobody's sitting there saying that like the excuses are healthy, but everybody's got health issues, man. We got to get it together, baby. We got to get it together. Shout out to my guy, Scott Blakely. Says Klein he's slow as F, right? What the hell? Go to the practice squad for some crib cakes, some crab cakes. It feels that way, man. It really does feel that way. But our health is bad, Caitlin. You're right. But a lot of people have bad health too. So we gotta find a way around it, man. Gio Hobb says, who's getting signed? Milano, Edmonds, or Allen? Well, Allen, is gonna get signed. That's a damn fact. If it's between Milano and Edmonds, honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you're gonna make me pick right now, who's gonna pick? I would take Milano. I'll take Milano before I take Edmonds, because right now Edmonds is not giving us he's not giving us anything close to what he was giving us last year. Last year it looked like he turned the corner. He turned the corner around. He's gonna be doing big things, and right now he ain't doing it, man. He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it for me, and I'm not sure if he's doing it for anybody else, man. Noah Bruno says the bad consistency on defense. That hasn't been great. 1 second we hold the Pats to a 3-and-out. The next play, it's an 85-yard drive. You can't hate on them. We're not a defense. We already established ourselves as a defense that's not that great. We're not. I think we're like middle of the pack defense. Maybe a little worse. But we're not gonna stop every guy. We're not gonna stop every drive, right? We're gonna have some 3-and-outs and we're gonna have some really good series. But we have to be more consistent. There's like teams can run on us. They can throw on us. Like it's getting pretty bad. It's getting pretty bad, man. My guy Schmitty ain't beating Seattle or Arizona rushing. Gotta pass. This 1970s run and manage mentality will get you nowhere against a league of elites. In this game specifically, we had no choice but to run. We had to. The weather wasn't great. We knew it was going to be windy, so we had to establish our run. And what better way and what better time to establish our run against the Pats, right? We got to do it because we didn't establish against the Jets. We didn't establish it the game before, so we have to establish it at one point. I think the best rushing day we had was against, I think it was the Rams or the Raiders. I think it was the Raiders. That's our best rushing game. We didn't do anything after that, man. Real talk. So we've got to be better. We've got to be better. What's up, my girl? American Beast. Love how they don't read my super chat. American Beast, what you mean, son? Let me go back and see if I can try to find the super chat from American Beast, because I didn't see it, my man. And I promise you, I don't do that on purpose. I really don't. Nah, mom is calling you. Go see mom. So let me see if I can scroll on. Let me see if I can scroll on back, my guy. My guy Vlad says our rush defense has definitely improved since the Chiefs game. It's gotten better, but today it took a big gash today. Today it wasn't a good one. It took a big gash today, man. I didn't like the way we let Damian Harris run for 102 yards on us. That wasn't cool. We allowed this man to run willy-nilly all over us, man. There's that one run he ran for like a 37-yard run. I think it was a 27-yard run. Dean Marlowe, everybody took a whiff at him. Nobody wanted to tackle. We just let him walk right into the end zone. Like, we can't have that, man. And I knew it. I said the one way, if you guys watch my show on Friday, the one way, if I'm the Pats, how I'm going to attack, I'm getting you guys up the middle. We're going to keep hitting you up the middle because I don't respect your middle. Now, I gave you guys an opportunity to give me your bad. Here's my bad. I did not like the fact that we only got 2 sacks today, right? You know they're going to be running a lot. You know Cam has been struggling like crazy. Bring the house on Cam Newton. We didn't bring the house. I don't understand why we feel like he was gonna, with Gunnar Osemelechi or whatever that dude's name is. We let freaking what's that Jacoby freaking Myers, like 6 receptions for 58 yards. Like, come on, man. Like these, like we have good enough cover guys that we shouldn't have to worry about those guys, man. Who we worried about at tight end? Lacoste? Who we worried about, man? Like, come on. Like, we should have been able to blitz the shit out of that team and really took care, but we didn't. We played conservative football. I did not like conservative football today. Not one bit. Hot take, put Seke at right tackle and Williams at guard next game. Josh is going to need all the time he can get against that Seahawks. It's going to be a shootout. It's definitely going to be, it has to be a shootout because that defense is ranked 32nd. So we gonna have to put the ball up in the air. We've got to, right? So that interception, here's another one. So we only got 2 sacks today. I think we could have had way more sacks today by bringing the pressure, bringing the blitz, right? I didn't like it too much. Buff Berry says, bad. Levi Wallace with too much cushion on guys. Tell me when's the last time you heard that before? Of course. That guy stays giving people cushion. He stays giving people cushion, man. And it's like he's shook. What are you shook about? Jacoby Myers is going to kill you? Right? Gunner, whatever the fuck that dude's name is. Like, come on, man. Cut it out. You have, this guy's like, he's coming back and not with no confidence, man. Have some damn confidence in you. Here's one that stood out to me a lot. Ed Oliver. I'm sitting here bigging up Ed Oliver saying, yo, you know what? It's not him. I mean, he was on the nose tackle and that. And this was a game that you thought that he'd come out and play. Why? Because if you guys remember last year, Cam Newton was talking a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of shit to us, right? In the offseason, just bumping his gums, right? And here comes Mr. Ed Oliver just sitting there looking at him like, I don't know what you're looking at him for because this was your opportunity. This was the game to take over and get some pressure on Cam Newton, get him all over the place. Man, Ed Oliver was a disappointment to me today. Today he was a big disappointment. And I gotta say it, man. It was. Bad tackling, holy crap, that was on my list too. Tackling was atrocious. Dean Marlowe, Matt Milano, like tackling was not great. That means solo tackling, it's like we want nothing to do with it. Group tackle, great. But we don't run to the ball as great as we've been doing in the past. So the lack of tackling, fundamentals, coach keeps talking about fundamentals. We got to get back to the fundamentals. But goddamn, are we going to get back to the tackling? Because to me, that's fundamental as it gets. Form tackling, do something. Y'all don't want to tackle, man. Is it the weather? Shit, I'm sorry to tell you guys, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, unfortunately. So we got to get it together. We must get it together because right now, we ain't doing shit right now. We aren't. And nothing defensive isn't good. So that, to me, was the bad. So tackling was bad. Ed Oliver, I'm wondering where you at. Where you at, though? That's what I want to know, where Ed Oliver's at. Where you at? Because, like, inconsistent play from Ed Oliver. I'm not a fan. We only got 2 sacks. We went from a 6-sack game to 2 sacks with a depleted team, with a quarterback that's not playing well. And we only mustered 2 sacks, man. Josh Allen. I'm not saying Josh Allen was bad today. That's not at all what I'm saying. There was a few plays that I was like, ooh, come on, Josh, we can't have that. We can't have that. And that one play, unfortunately, was that interception. Now, whose fault that was on? I know the commentator said that apparently my man tapped on his chest and Stephon Diggs was like, yo, that was my bad. Because the commentators put it straight. Either it was a button hook. And if you're going to throw the button, you know what I'm saying, throw it more to the sideline because that's where Josh was throwing it. That's where Diggs looked like he was going to go. And then Josh threw it to the inside. So I'm not sure what was happening with that, but that play right there was the momentum killer. But why did that play? And this is the one thing, and I'm going to put this up here again. This freaking guy, Brian Winters. Brian Winters, bad. Brian Winters, bad overall. He had 1 good play, 2 good plays today, and I'll mention that in just a moment, right? Brian Winters, we're in the green zone. We're marching to score on this damn Patriots team. Brian Winters gets called for a holding. Gets called for holding. Guess what? We're now second and freaking super long. Then we gain some yards. We get it to the ball to Cole Beasley. And now we're sitting here. All right, we're 3rd and 8. Interception thrown. If Brian Winters doesn't get his shit together, we're marching. We maybe get a field goal and we're in complete control. right? We're in complete control. But then that turned the tables and then had them with the momentum and they score soon after. Man, Brian Winters was bugging the hell out of me, man. He was bugging the heck out of me this game. But he did have some decent plays as well. He had one play where he really did a good job on Josh Allen's draw, right? Ball goes up and he got in the end zone. That was actually Winters that made that play. And the second touchdown to Zach Moss, where Winters is the one that pushed the pile into the damn end zone. So shout out to him on that. That's probably one of his best plays of the year. Him pushing the pile into the end zone. Not him making an individual block, but it's one of his best plays. But man, was that boy getting on my last nerves in that game, man. He really was. So the bad for me was the interception. I didn't like that. It just changed the momentum. Brian Winters was the cause of that because then it just changed our design on the plays and we just couldn't get it going. Ed Oliver, where you at though? Where you at though? My guy Joshua Thornton with the super chat. I appreciate that, my guy. He says Motor and Moss show. Love Feliciano, makes us way better. Zimmer, wow. Yo, Zimmer's looking like a gem right now. Zimmer is looking like a gem. My guy Richard Forbes. So is Rico. I think it was only just over 2 minutes left when Josh threw that pick. You would think that you would want the ball at the sideline, so it may have been on Diggs. I think that's what the commentators are saying. It was on Diggs said that's my fault. But like you would have threw the button more to the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Like because we're marching. But it is what it is. We won the game, but I just didn't like that. But that's going to happen between quarterback and receiver. Quarterback and receiver are going to be on the same page sometimes, most times, and sometimes it's not going to be on the same page. It happens. It really does happen. Shout out to my guy. Toby Bison says Patriots trolling with that inside kick. The onside, I must have missed that because I must have walked away. I was cooking dinner at the same time, so I told you it was a little off. But if they try to onside kick, man, shame on them. But that's the Patriot way. They're always gonna try some trickery, try to get Brett back into the game. So I completely get it, man. I completely get it. Yes, Brian Winters' contract is fully guaranteed. We brought him onto that squad, and I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon, unless he's shit in the bed and we put him at bench. But we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. So in terms of bad, those were the bads that stood out to me. Noah Bruno says, not hating or anything because Zimmer is definitely a clutch, but other than these last minute plays, he really not doing too much to generate pressure on a QB. None of our guys are doing enough to do. I mean, Jerry Hughes was the only one that really made an individual play today and made a huge play. But I'm feeling that right now. I'm really feeling that. Shout out to my guy, Hayes McClendon. Hayes, I appreciate that super chat, man. If you're trying to write something and make a comment, give me that comment, man. I'll be the first one to read that comment for you, my G. But I really do appreciate that super chat. You're a real one for that one, but write in your comment. I'm gonna make sure I read that. Gio Hobb says, who you like before deadline coming in on trade? I don't think we're gonna trade for anybody, truth be told. I don't think we're trading for anybody. We're gonna just deal with what we got. Some people are gonna drop. They're gonna be dropping some people and cutting people. And I think that's who we're gonna be looking at. Darren Lee is one guy that we pretty much are going to sign very shortly, or it's still in the works. I can't remember if it was a done deal just yet, but I know that we were very close to signing him. So maybe we're not happy with our linebacking core. We really aren't. People are banged up. AJ Klein's playing like a piece of shit. So who knows? Maybe Darren Lee's the one that comes in and really does it. Former first round draft pick. So we'll see how that goes. We really will see how that goes. Do me a favor, guys. There's 669 people watching. Smash that like if you're new to this page. This is the Rico Report. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. The Patriots took an L to the Bills. Get used to it, people. We are now turning the tables. We're going to sweep them bitches this year, and that's what it is, man. I'm sick and tired of hearing them Patriots talk about them championships and this, that. We are in the right now, and right now, you're lost. Right now, you are looking like the damn Jets. Right now, we ain't trying to hear you no more. Right now, I'm about to make some arrangements to get Master at Work and Ray Ruth. Get your bitch asses. Get ready for Tuesday. I'm going to try to bring y'all onto the Tuesday show unless you guys don't want to do that. But anyways, it is what it is. So let's get to the ugly. Let's get to the ugly. I want to know how you guys feel about the ugly. So what in this game to you was ugly? You did not like it. There was the good, there was the bad, and then there was the ugly. There's my guy, Hayes. Hayes McClendon says, I love our team, but we need to get players that will get the job done. I think Oliver was double teamed at times. We give too much cushion in the secondary. Guess what? Guess who was there? Guess who's back? You know who gives a lot of cushion? That's our guy, Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace loves to give cushion. It's like he's shook, man. Yo, get nose to nose if you have to. Get close, man. Because you give them cushion, they're going to eat that shit all day. All day. You know what I'm saying? Especially because Today was a day that they're going to be running the ball like crazy, man. Get in there. Get in there. I never understood that, man. Real talk. I never understood that. But shout out to you, my guy, Hayes McClendon. I appreciate that super chat earlier, man. You a real one. You a real one for sure. Caitlin Blount says, I wonder why McDermott hasn't taken over the calls yet. I think he's getting antsy. I think he's getting antsy, and I think he's going to be taken over soon. But he has great respect for Leslie Frazier. And I think he wants to give Leslie Frazier an opportunity to get this thing, turned around and get ready to get these guys going. But it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. But it is what it is, man. The ugly no fans in the stands enjoy the victory. Yeah, it's kind of tough having no fans in the stands, man. Like they took a clear pan, and you saw nobody in the stadium. Like, oh, come on, man. A perfectly good stadium, and we can't even enjoy the damn games, man. This damn coronavirus got us tripping. This corona thing got us tripping for real, man. Let's hit up. What do you guys have for ugly? Oh, I just saw somebody give me one. Yes, Jason says ugly. Bojo's 40-yard punt. Ooh, I didn't like that one. I did not like that one. That punt was atrocious. I don't know if he just hit it off the foot wrong or something, but that punt was not pretty. Thank you for bringing that up, man. Bojo's 40-yard punt with a net of 27 yards. Punt was with the wind. Needs to bomb it and flip the field, man. We've been getting. You know what the problem is? He hasn't been getting enough action. He hasn't been getting enough action. I mean, last game I don't even think he punted. He had the day off. So he was probably feeling a little rusty. So maybe, man, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. Move Oliver away from the nose. Boy, I've been saying that. He got exposed in the Chiefs game. The Chiefs game, they pushed him around, and it was evident. It was very evident. But we don't have the beef. Harrison Phillips. I'm more like, what's going on? Harrison, what's going on, man? Jefferson, what's going on, man? Get anchored down. Anchored down, and let's hold something, man. But we're not helping each other out. The defense is not helping each other out, man. Real talk. I don't know if we're not communicating enough. I don't know if we're just tired, or are we gassed. I don't know what's happening, but we've got to make some changes, man. We really do got to make some changes. Real talk. So let me get to my ugly. If you guys don't have any more ugly that you guys wanna share, but here's my ugly. Oh, we got Noah Bruno says. Noah says, I never feel confident when we put Levi Wallace on the outside, even if it's a receiver where no one's heard of before. Really starting to question play calling. Put a safety out there or something. Well, we had Dean Marlowe. He was replacing Micah Hyde, so I'm not sure what's going on with Micah Hyde. We're gonna have to find out what's going on. But Dean Marlowe, you could definitely see there was a difference with when Dean Marlowe's on the field and when Micah Hyde's on the field. So we got out with this W, we got out with this win, but it wasn't great. It wasn't great. Somebody said ugly was no intensity. Well, we brought the intensity. We definitely brought the intensity in the third quarter. Beginning of the third quarter, we marched that ball and we scored. Was it 5 plays, 6 plays, 80 yards? It didn't take long, man. We just got down there and got to hustling. One thing that was not so pretty, you're right, Caitlin, Belichick's hair. Boy, that boy looks like a miserable, he's just a miserable man. He's looking at his team like, damn, I miss Tom Brady. If Tom Brady were here, man, he'd be barking at these guys and letting them get after it. But it's just not the same, man. So the argument right now is looking in the favor of Tom Brady. Who was the reason the Patriots had success? Is it Tom Brady or was it coach? And right now it's looking like Tom Brady is having a mighty fine year. And my man Belichick is just miserable, just a miserable man. He looking like right now like Dennis the Menace, that old man, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Wilson. That's it, Mr. Wilson. He's looking like Mr. Wilson out there, man. Just miserable old man. Miserable old man. You know what would be great? If this season made him really evaluate what was going on this year and he just suddenly retired at the end of the year. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't you guys love that? Just a impromptu retirement from the greatest coach of all time because Tom Brady's gone. But he probably wants to stay another year just so he can prove to everybody that I can do it without Tom. So we'll know. We'll never know, man. We'll never know. So here's the deal for me. Here's what looked bad for me, who looked ugly. We let 188 yards rushing on us. 180 yards. We thought we had the momentum going against the Jets. I thought that was going to be a tune-up game. We get the momentum. They 4 yards passing. All of the second half, they didn't do fuck all. Nothing. This game, we allow 188 yards rushing. We can't have that. That's ugly. That's ugly, folks. If we're going against Chris Carson of the Seattle Seahawks, we're going up against Russell Wilson, arguably the greatest quarterback of the year, right now, MVP. I mean, come on, man. There's a lot going on, man. Kingpin said Lefton came back and win. Still feels good. It still feels good, baby. It still feels good. It's not gonna go away. It's definitely not gonna go away. Here's the deal. So that ugly part, allowing what 188 yards rushing, 100 yards to my man, Damian Harris. We can't have that. We can't have that. I think Cam Newton had 74 yards rushing today. We can't have that either, man. Like, it's just, we knew it was gonna be run game, so we should have came prepared to handle business, but we didn't. We looked like the same old Bills of the last 3 or 4 games, allowing guys to just run all over us. We just can't have that, man. That's some buns. That's straight buns, man. Real talk. Secondly, I gotta get after it, man. This whole defensive staff, and I'm talking about the linebackers coach, I'm talking about the D-line coach, but we have Mr. Washington, and we have well, Mr. Washington, what the fuck is going on with this line, man? You keep putting guys out of position, and it's not helping us out. So if you don't like having Ed Oliver on the nose, go to your coach and say, guys, go and get somebody and bring me someone in the anchor. If coach is like, I don't care what you got, we got 50 plus million invested in this line. You're the guy we brought here to make it work. Make it work. So guess what, Mr. Defensive Line Coach? Make it work. Do something. Do what you have to do. But y'all got to make something work. And by the way, you know what is going to work? What's going to work is my guy, Dave Allen. Welcome to the big squad, Dave Allen. That works for me. That definitely works for me. But what doesn't work for me is the fact that we allow him 188 yards rushing. We just can't have that, man. We just can't have it. Brian Bowers, don't think we have to worry about DK only. What about Lockett? Dude, Lockett had 200 yards freaking receiving not too long ago. By the way, shout out to my girl, Kate Blount. Give me the bing, biggity bing. John Marlowe, Edmonds is soft. Had Belichick had him, he'd be playing at Pro Bowl levels. I don't know what's going on, but the coaching staff, I can't let this go, man. I really can't let this go. Because I got to go back to Dave Allen, because I know Dave Allen is already a member, but he just upgraded to the lifer. So salute to you, my guy, Dave Allen. You're a G. You're a true G. So I'm not going to let this go. This defensive staff really needs to fucking hunker down. Figure it out. This is why y'all get paid millions, right? You guys get paid lots of money to focus on just football. Nothing else. You don't got no classes to study for. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do a 9 to 5 and then go do this. That is your job. That is primarily your job, is to figure the fuck out. So figure it out, because this ain't cutting it. This is not cutting it. The whole defensive staff, including head coach Sean McDermott, figure it out. You're the defensive guru. So right now we're 6-2. We can't sit on our hands and say, okay, we're good, we're straight, we can afford to lose a couple games. That's not the point. The point is this: we have a grand opportunity. We have the offense. You built the offense. You put it together, or Bean put it together. Y'all put a good offense together. You got the weapons together. Now you're letting the damn defense freaking falter. Enough of that shit. We need to get our shit together. So, coach, if you have to bring every one of those damn defensive freaking coaches in a room and say, figure it out, or I'm going to start fucking taking over the game, then I'm going to do it. Because I'm not letting this go, man. Everybody's at fault on that defense. This defense is nasty. How do we go from being a top 3 defense, top 5, I would just say top 5 defense, 3 years straight, and then you pull in this shit? Come on, man. And now that we have an offense, we still bugging? We have an offense now officially to kind of go with this, to match this defense, and now the defense wants to take a break. There is no breaks, man. Break time done. You hear that bell? It's over with. Break time is done. Wake up. Wake up. Y'all remember that? Remember that show? Remember that show? There was an episode from Fresh Prince, right? And Will and Carlton went to to this place to I don't know, to see a hypnotizer. And the hypnotizer was like, whenever you hear this bell, you're going to think you're a 6-year-old child. And it was Will Smith going like, and pretending he was a 6-year-old child. But guess what? I don't know what hypnotism that we have, but the bell is ringing. Wake the fuck up and become an adult, and let's play ball. Because y'all playing like freaking toddlers out there. Y'all playing like freaking little tykes. Step it up. Because this defense right now is looking poorish. Like, we have Milano. We have Edmonds. We have Trey White. We brought Jefferson in. We have Mario Addison. We have Jerry Hughes. We have Ed Oliver. What more do you want, man? The defense arguably got better. because we added some depth to the line. You're telling me that Phillips and Lawson, because we lost those two guys, that we suck now? We're terrible because of those two guys? I thought we got better. But apparently not. So the bell, it's ringing. Wake up. Wake up, defense, because right now it's not cutting it. We are not cutting it at all. And if you think we're going to make it to the playoffs with the long stretch of tough teams we have to play going forward, y'all need to wake up, man, because I'll tell you right now, the Chargers are looking damn good. Justin Herbert has got it locked in. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being a Bills fan. Get the fuck out of here. We good, baby. We all right, but we're critical. It's okay to be critical. You're allowed to be critical. There's things that I do where if I had a decent game or I won, I'm looking back and going, okay, shit, I could have did this better. I could have did this better. I could have did this better. This is what this is. We're going through it right now. Caitlin Blount says, I think the injuries we've had were all the worst timing for this specific game. Can't get the continuity with the players we're losing at the times that we've lost them. But Caitlin, I get that part. But look what the Patriots came out with. The Patriots came out with absolutely nothing. And look what happened. We nearly lost this game. That's not going to cut it against the Seattle Seahawks. That's not going to cut it against a freaking Niners defense. That's not going to cut it against the Arizona Cardinals. That's not going to cut it. I'm telling you that right now, man. We got to get it together. This is not going to cut it. It really isn't. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm just saying, people. So we have a tough schedule ahead. And the way this team is looking overall, we're going to lose all 4 games. We're going to lose all 4 games because the Seattle Seahawks got one of the best offenses in the game. Cardinals, one of the best offenses in the game. So if we want to make something happen, it's got to happen soon. Fix it. So what does that mean? Mr. McDermott, fix the issues. Whatever the hell the issues are, fix them. Fix them quickly. Joseph Calandra says, feel like we need to get John Brown more involved in the offense. I think in due time it'll come. I think he's coming back from his injury, so they're trying to ease him back in. But I think it's time, man. We need to do something, folks. We really need to do something. Real talk. So that was the thing. And last but not least, man, the one ugly thing for me. I think it was we're in the fourth down. We're in the fourth quarter, 3rd and change. We need to score so we can lock this team away. Allen rolls to the right. He's looking, buying time. He sees Gabe Davis wide open. The Gabriel Davis that we drafted that doesn't drop footballs. He's not known to drop footballs. He's sure-handed, right? The one guy that made the almost impossible catch against the damn Miami Dolphins to seal the victory. Yes, that guy. That guy had a football thrown to him right in the chest area. He decided to kind of catch it on some weird angle, drops it. Man, we get that. We solidify the game. We're not even talking about the Patriots trying to come back on us, right? But man, that was ugly. That was an ugly drop. I was disappointed, man. I was like, come on, Gabe. Man, especially when they did the replay and it was a slow replay and it was like right there. And I'm sure of it. He's sitting in his mind going, how did I drop that ball? But it happens. That was the ugly part of the game, man. But for me, that was it, man. So we had the good, we had the bad, we had the ugly. But overall, at the end of the day, we're 6-2. We are 6-2. We lead the AFC East. Ain't nobody can say shit to us. We have the stranglehold over this AFC East, and we're gonna keep it going. So we have to really focus and get on to the Seattle Seahawks, right? Mike Lazinski says that was my exact point earlier, Rico. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you, man. We just can't have that shit, man. We still can't have that. Still no love for Matakevich. Matakevich is a special teamer. What kind of love you want from him, man? What you want from Matakevich? What you want me to give you? That he's gunning his ass off? All right. He's doing his job on special teams, but he hasn't earned his way onto this roster just yet, onto the field, right? That's why they went after the guys in the likes of Darren Lee, because maybe they don't trust Matakevich. I'm not sure what's going on, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's a W, but I'm telling you, it's not looking good, bro. Listen, I'm with you. I'm completely with you. It's right now. It's not. We're rough. We're rough looking right now. We gotta clean our thing. We gotta clean things up. That's what we gotta do. We gotta clean things up and make things happen. All right. So that being said, not altogether, we're not doing so bad. We are running things. You going to bed? All right. Have a good night. Where we still have an opportunity to clean things up. This is the good thing. We're in the mid-season. We're in the middle of the season. We got to grade it. So Tuesday, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about grading this team. What have we done in the last 4 games, right? It's interesting because the first 4 games, 4-0, we're looking good. You know what I mean? We're happy. We had nice grades for the team. This will be very interesting to see how we grade ourselves for the second half of the second quarter of the season, right? So right now, we're going to grade ourselves on Tuesday. We're going to talk about grades, defense, offense, special teams, and the grade overall. And then we'll see how it goes. And then now we're going into the second half of the season. That is the tough part of the season. Folks, I'm telling you right now, we got to get it together because it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. Rico didn't see the onside kick recovery, was cooking dinner. Yeah, I didn't see the onside, man. I really didn't. So that's something I missed. I was cooking supper, so I can't comment on that part. I missed that. So what I'm going to do is I always watch the game again, and I'll have a chance to kind of see and really watch to see what I saw, if that's what I saw like live. Once I can watch it again, I can kind of say, you know what? I was wrong about that. But for the most part, man, you saw what I saw. Sloppy on defense. We got the run game going, which was really encouraging to see. I hope those guys now start to maybe we start scaring some teams, making them realize, okay, we can run the ball now. Feliciano being back gives us a bit more nasty to the O-line. So hopefully then it gives us a little bit more consistency running the ball. I really want to see us get back to a balanced football team, right? And not a pass heavy. Although the pass heavy was great, I loved it because it was giving our quarterback the confidence to air the ball out. But the teams are not figuring this out. So now we have to change it up, right? We have to go more intermediate. Now we got to establish the run game. And you know what happens when we establish the run game? What does it do? Defenses got to come up now. Oh, shit. There's 8, 9 in the box now. Guess what? Spread them out. Now we're going to go hit John Brown. Now we're going to go hit Cole Beasley. I mean, we could do those things, man. Real talk. My man Bobby Ray says, got the run game going, but pass game still stalled. Not good. Nah, man. And Bobby's right. Run game going, but guess what? We read what we passed for? 158 yards today? That's a low, man. That's a season low. 158 yards. Nah, we can't do that, no, man. Cam Newton had 174 yards, 16 carries for 102 yards for Harris. We can't have that, man. Cam Newton ran for 54 yards. He passed for 174. And like, dude, they had some guys missing today. Gilmore was missing. You know what I'm saying? That's their best corner, if not one of the best corners in the league. He was missing. No Edelman. And we only beat them 24-21. Yo, gut check, man. We got to wake up. We must wake up, man. We really do. Scotty B says, very surprised with the run game. So effective, we could not pass with all our weapons. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. See, that falls on offensive coordinator Brian Dable, in my opinion. It's your job to find a balance. You're the one that's up in the booth. You see how they're lining up. So find something that is effective and let's keep rolling with it. It's like, I don't know what's going on. Are you trying to save? Are you saving some offense for when we play certain teams? Like, yo, it's every given Sunday. We need a play right now for it to work to get us that touchdown. Do it. None of this waiting for stuff. I just don't understand it. I really don't, man. Real talk. I really don't. Shout out to my guy Noah Bruno says, Wilson's going to run and pass all over us. I think it's going to come down to our offense trying to stay on the game. We're going to have to put up points. Yes, we are, but it's not even that. Defense is going to have to do their job. Do your job. And by that means make a stop. And then offense will do what we have to do. Air the ball out, do what we have to do, get that run ball going. But Allen, you have to, I said it last week and the week before. You've got to put the game on your shoulders sometimes, or you just got to do some things. But today, like, look, here's another ugly. Allen took an incredible stupid play. Rolls right. Pump fakes. Doesn't like what he sees. He keeps coming. He keeps going. And he throws it out of bounds. But he stepped out of bounds and took a loss. What are you doing? These are the things that when people see them and you say, oh, you want that to be your MVP candidate? No, I'm good. I'll pass on that. You can't do that, man. You got to get it together. You got to get it together, people. So, Allen, man, we just need you to become that franchise guy. We need you to take over games. We need that, man. Whether with your legs or whether with the arm or doing something. Remember that Houston game? That Houston game, man. That pins and needles, man. We're sitting on our tippy toes waiting for that. And you made that first down pass to Devin Singletary that keep the stick moving, man. Like, that's the stuff that we're gonna need from you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep that. But that little bozo play you just did there, come on, man. You better than that. Throw the damn ball out of bounds, right? But I'm nitpicking right now. I'm nitpicking. The point is this. We feel good. We're at 6-2. We lead the AFC East. We're one of the better teams in the AFC. We're that closer, one step closer to getting our goal of making the playoffs, right? And everyone seems to be relatively, I don't want to say healthy, but nobody's got major injuries. So hopefully we can start getting guys back and we start to mount, because our bye week is week 11. So we just got to play a few more games until we can really rest up with a bye week. And what's nice too is that we're on a regular schedule now, right? We were kind of effed up for a little bit. We had that weird Tuesday night football game. Then we played on a Monday night. So then we had time to kind of rest up, and now we're back to regular schedule. So now we can kind of, and then we get to it and do what we have to do, and I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right, for real. Late to the chat, but discuss Klein and Davis, please. Or did we do it yet? Well, AJ Klein is some crap, and we just touched on Davis. Davis making that crucial drop. It didn't help us out. It didn't help out your quarterback. It didn't help out the team. We could have iced the freaking game right from there, but we didn't. AJ Klein is a liability. Winters is a liability. But the good thing is Feliciano is back. So that always is a positive. So, and Cody Ford, who knows what happens with Cody Ford? I'm still on the hill of potential bust alert. I hope he proves me completely wrong, but Ford is not doing it for me. He's just, and it's a detriment. The team is not doing him any services because they keep moving him left to right. Which is he? Is he left guard, or are you going to put him at right tackle or right guard? Which is it? It looks like Darrell Williams got that right tackle solidified. Feliciano coming back. Mitch Morse, I don't know what the injury with Mitch Morse is, so we'll see how that goes. So there's a whole bunch of shuffling going on. But a bright spot to me was Ryan Bates. Ryan Bates came in and did his job, did what he was supposed to do, and off he went. So we're going to have to change and shuffle that line again. So lots of things to happen. We're still waiting. Who put that there? Johnny Blaze says, Rico, still waiting for that golly merch. Nah, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see if it goes down. But that being said, man, folks, if you guys are trying to join the Bing Squad, y'all know do this is jointhefanatics.com. It's very simple. I'm going to put it up there. My guy got it up there right now. So join the Bing Squad. Simple as that. If you want to become it. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, I made an announcement on Friday that Bing Squad members, y'all need to be ready. Be ready, because we're going to start having segments that allows you, the member, Bing Squad member, to come on the show. I will give you a code. You will come on with me, and you get to bring up what you want to talk about. You get to gripe on whatever you have that's on your mind. So if, for instance, I'm going to just pick out one of my Bing Squad members. Let's see. Ray Andrews. Let's say Ray Andrews comes in and he goes, you know what? Justin looks like he plays to win with 6-2 record. You're damn right he does. But let's say Ray Andrews like, man, I don't like the fact that Rico says this, that, and the third, right? So guess what? Ray Andrews, I'm going to invite you on, and you can say your piece. I'll give you 10 minutes. We could talk about whatever you need to talk about, and away we go, right? That's the new segment we're going to be calling it. I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but I think it's going to be dope because a lot of you guys have great things to say, fantastic things to say, right? And you guys are very knowledgeable. And sometimes y'all are, and you know what? There's probably a whole whack of you guys way more knowledgeable than me, way more knowledgeable, and we can make it happen. Pierre the Keeper says, wait a damn minute. Y'all know where that golly came from? Golly. Merch on the damn way. I guess my man Pierre wants to jump on that, man. He wants to jump on that. Golly. Anyway, so folks, 6-2. This is what it looks like. It feels good. It feels good. Yeah. It feels good. I'm telling you right now, folks, I may have ripped the team a little bit, but I gotta keep it a buck, because those are the things that I noticed that pissed me off. So I gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. But at the end of the day, baby, we're 6-2. Who thought we were gonna be 6-2 at halfway point of the season? You feel me? A lot of people may have thought so. A lot of people thought we were only gonna win 6 to 7 games and that was it. There's a lot of people that thought that we were gonna go 7-9, 8-8. Right? That's 2 more games that we're only going to win 2 more games going forward. Come on now. There's a lot of people that didn't feel that we're going to be in this position, but we are in this position. So guess what? We got to take full advantage. So next game, it's against the Seahawks. We got to get it together. I think the Seahawks are playing as we speak right now, so I don't know how they're doing, but DK Metcalf is a freaking problem. So guess what? Trey White, You got to get on it, baby. That's going to be your man. That's going to be your man. Robbie, hey, Rico, 6-2 feels good. I hope we win next week, but it's a tough game. Oh, yes, it is. It is going to be a tough game. That is for damn sure. Nobody thought that, Rico. Bobby feels that we were going to be in this very position. Right now, where we are, 6-2, he thought we were going to be here, and he actually has the proof for it because he did it this year where he said, all right, guys, we're going to go through the schedule. Where do you feel we're going to be at this point in halfway season? And I think, we were 6-2 or we were 8-0? I don't know. Bobby, you can tell me what we were, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But all I can tell you this is I feel good. I feel good. See, I had us at 5-3. Some people had them at 5-3. Some of us had us at 4-4. You know what I'm saying? 500 ball. So it's one of those. It's a tricky one, man. But Seattle is up next. We're gonna be going against a tough crowd, man. A tough team. Third in the AFC right now. The Chiefs lose. What? Did the Chiefs lose? No, they didn't. They played the Jets today. What are you talking about? Third in the AFC right now. If Chiefs lose, we're tied for second. Still in the run for first in the conference. Steelers, watch out. That's the thing, man. If we could try to just keep going. Steelers almost took that L today, but they came out with a victory. Good for them. The Ravens should have just kicked that field goal, got the ball back, kick another field goal, y'all win. But y'all went for the gusto. And sometimes that's what happens. That is what happens. Justine. You know what I mean? You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Justine is the song from the Cosby Show with Theo when he was really heartbroken and he wanted to talk about Justine. And Justine was a girl that broke his heart, so his dad made him talk. I'm aging myself, but that was a classic show. Justine says I have an ending at 11-5. I like 11-5. 11-5 is good enough for me, man. Good enough for me. Seattle defense is worse than Bills, so it should be a damn shootout. Is it gonna be a shootout though? Is it? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because my guy's looking a little gun shy. He don't wanna pop that. You don't want to take the Glock out. He don't want to take it out. So I'm hoping that he takes the that Smith & Wesson and starts shooting it up, shooting the club up. We're gonna find out, baby. Jeff King, what's going on, Jeff? He says a W is a W, but it wasn't pretty. Have concerns going forward, dude. We all have concerns. We all have concerns. You know what my concern is? Gabe Davis was looking good the first few weeks, and now he's just ghosted us. Not that he's ghosted us. It's just that he's a rookie. He's a rookie, so his time will come. His time will come. But we needed that. We needed that damn catch today, and he didn't come through for us. So, but hey, his time will come. His time will come. It is definitely going to be a shootout. The leash is coming off Allen next week. I hope so. I really, really do hope so. I really do, folks. What will help next week is that we will be the underdog against Seattle. We don't mind that. It is Buffalo versus everybody. Y'all know the deal, man. It's Buffalo versus everybody all day. But it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy. So we're going to have to try to make do with what we got with the injuries. We have a newfound run game. Hopefully this run game stays for good because I'll tell you this much, that weather's going to start getting colder, and this is where we're going to rely on the run game a lot more. So I'd love to see Zach Moss with a one cut and go instead of choppy legs. We don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? And let's go, man. We can make it happen. Richard Rush says a hot take. If me and my guy Pierre watch Bills win together, we tear it apart. That's probably what we need to happen. Y'all need to sit down and watch the game together and make it work. Seahawks have a terrible defense. Yes, they do. Guess what? We do too. Our defense is not good. It's not great. It's not even okay. We're a bad defense. The defense is playing bad right now. So we're not good. Yes, Justine. You know what it is, man. Thank you, Justine. It was on the Cosby Show. You guys know. Theo was heartbroken. He wanted his girl back. And his pops was like, you need to put it right. You need to write it down and sing about it. Yes. So guess what? If we continue to do this and if it takes us to write and sing about the Bills winning against the Seattle Seahawks, damn it, we're going to write and sing about it. Straight up and down, man. They getting Jamal Adams back too. Oh boy. And Jamal Adams, you know he loves him some Josh Allen. So that'll be interesting, man, because that boy is a player. I don't care what anybody tells you. But Jamal Adams can play. He is a football player, and he's in a place that he's happy and not disgruntled. So, dude, man, Adam Gase is a freaking bozo, man. You lose Adams, you lose Le'Veon Bell, like for what? Man, this boy is a dummy, boy. He is a dummy. My man Ray Andrews says, man, I'm ready to get 10 minutes on the Fanatics, Rigo. I got a lot to say. That's what I'm talking about. It goes to the Bing Squad members. So I might do it like maybe at the end of a segment, or I might do it at the beginning of a segment. If I do it at the beginning of a segment, y'all better be ready. Come with your points. If you take your notes, write down your notes, and we'll talk about it, and we'll get you guys in the on the chat. And that way you can bring your point. You got 10 minutes, get your point across, and we keep it moving, man. I love it. Caitlin Blount, my girl, she says, we need to get Allen going early. He loses confidence very easily. He needs easy throws and early run, taking a hit to get his emotions right. So get him started off with a freaking QB sneak. First play, QB sneak, get popped. Are you in the game now? All right, let's go, man. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But overall, at the end of the day, I'm happy with the victory. We got the dub. We got the win. And that's what happens. Yes, my love. This is the third time you came down. What's up? Night? You said night 3 times already. You trying to stall. You stalling, girl. Anyway, so folks, much love, much appreciation to each and every one of you guys. I feel good about this win. Any last thoughts that you guys want to get across before I get out of here? Because Tuesday, I'm back at it again on Tuesday. Hopefully I'll get those clowns, those Patriots clowns to come on. Master at work with that dumb mask on his face. Maybe I might let him stay with the mask on because he might scare you guys. I mean, Halloween's over, but he might, I don't know, he might startle you guys. You guys sometimes have kids watching, so I don't want them to be scared. So I may get him to keep his mask on, or I might tell his ass to take the mask off. Do what you got to do. But I'm going to get his ass on the show. And on top of that, he's got to eat them hot wings. I mean, to me, that was light work, but he'll do what he's got to do. He's got to do what he's got to do. Caitlin, love your girl, but I disagree. Allen plays his best game late. Allen scores 10 points in the fourth quarter, lost lead twice, and regained it twice now in a row. So, Caitlin, my man's coming for your ass. He's coming. You don't disagree. He doesn't like what you said. He says it's a weak take. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want to say it's a weak take, but he's saying it's a weak take. You better come for his ass. You better get his ass. Peter Santiago. Finally, they got them both in the run game. Yes, they did. So here's my question for you guys. Before I get out of here, here's my question for y'all. Is there a changing of the guards happening at running back? Do we feel the tides changing? Is the vibe changing? Because it felt like it today. But when I look back at the numbers, both individuals had 14 carries each. And both in the same realm of like the 80-yard, right? 86 for Singletary, 81 for Moss. But Moss, I guess with those 2 touchdowns, he looked good, right? They're giving him the touches. And here's the beautiful thing about it. I had Josh Allen for fantasy. I had Zach Moss for fantasy. And I had Devin Singletary for fantasy. So I hope I freaking can squeak out a win because it was nice to have all those guys contribute today. It would have been nice if Devin Singletary put up more points. But, hey, I'll take what I can get. But that being said, man, I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys, this win makes you feel good, especially against Patriots fans. So every Patriot fan that walks by you, you know what I'm saying? Mean mug them. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll know. Have some kind of like Bills paraphernalia on you. Have it on you. Just some kind of something Bills. Whether it's blue, red, and white, have something. And just when he walks by you or she walks by you, just mean mug. Know what's up. And they were talking shit well before the game. They were talking shit well before the game. So don't be afraid to let them know what's good, man. My man, Bills 1970 says, whatever happens next week, we got to look good. I'm in the belly of the beast up here. Ooh, okay. We got to make that shit. We got to make that happen, man. Shout out to my guy, Steve Mathis, Judge Mathis. One is the go-to guy in red zone in Arizona. Oh, sorry. One is the go-to guy in the red zone, says all you need to know. Who is the red zone guy? Gabe Davis? Who are you talking about? Am I missing something here? Because I got to. One is the go-to guy. Who is our go? Here's another thing. Who is our go-to guy? It's Cole. It's Diggs. Diggs is our go-to guy. But like, if they take away Diggs, is it John Brown? Is it Cole Beasley? Who does Allen depend on if it's not Diggs? Because we didn't really see too much of Brown today. So we'll go from there. But when it comes to the RBs, who is the go-to guy? Well, the one they put in the end zone. I'll say this, though. Let me tell you, I hate to admit it, but Steve Mathis, Judge Mathis, has been saying this. He said Moss is going to be eventually the running back that they go to at the end of the day. And it looked like it today. When you want to punch it into the end zone, who do you go with? And Moss was the number they called. So maybe that's what it means. Maybe that's what it means, man, because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like Moss is going to be taking over. So that's why I'm glad I have both those guys on my fantasy, and we'll go from there. I tried to trade Singletary not too long ago for Mike Thomas. I almost made it happen, but he pulled the trigger and he said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. He pulled the shoot. He says no. But I'm looking forward to it. If Moss starts to get his shit together and he becomes a lead back and you have a complimentary back in Devin Singletary, shit, it's a win-win for me. It's a win-win for the team. It's a win-win for everybody else. So that's the way I'll take it, and that's the way I'll look at it, and keep it moving that way. Caitlin Blount. John Brown clearly ain't healthy. This is my thing, man. If you ain't healthy, you ain't ready to be out there, boy, then sit your ass down, right? Until you really get to healthy, but until you're ready to go. But I think John Brown is healthy. I think he looked good because that screenplay that he got today, he looked pretty fresh leg to me. It's just a matter of our game plan was to really run the rock and run hard. And that's what we did. Almost nearly 200 yards rushing today. We did what we were supposed to do. We definitely did what we were supposed to do. Bobby Reed says, yeah, but Moss could just be the goal line guy. Well, 14 carries, and he's the guy that they love to go to in the red zone. He might be the guy. And the beautiful thing about it is he catches the ball out of the backfield too, just as much as Singletary. So it's definitely a good problem to have. Let's just put it that way. Let's chalk it up as this is a good problem to have. And then we'll leave it at that. So, folks, that's my time. I think we did great. I think that win today gets us back into a good mood. Now we're on a 2-game win streak. We've walked away from losing twice in a row. Now we're on the right side of winning, which is feeling good right now, and we get to take that momentum into playing the Seahawks. But there's more ramifications here. Let me read my comment from Pierre the Kingpin. It says, both backs could have scored with the huge holes today, but I'll take it. Mortar seems to make people miss, where Moss seems to need the holes there to make plays. I could be wrong. I mean, we got to watch the game again to really find out what's good. But I want to get this one point across before I get out of here. And that is the standings. Because the standings do a lot of things right now. We're looking at the Patriots that haven't lost an away game in Buffalo since 2000. What did they say? It was like 2000. What was it? Was it in the 90s or in 2000 something? 2011? 2011 was the last time that they lost a home game, a away game to us at Buffalo. So it was nice to give them that, to go and settle that with. We can kind of get that out of the way. But what's more likely to happen now is Belichick has got to now really look at his team. Really look at his team and say, what am I doing here? Is this a fire sale? Am I selling everybody? Is everybody got to go? Or are we sitting here kind of like, am I going to try to salvage things? It'll be very interesting to see what happens with Gilmore. Gilmore might go. He might sell everybody. And then we'll sweep for sure the Patriots later. Cam Newton. What's up with Cam Newton? You know what I'm saying? Like, this boy, he looked like he was about to cry today. I honestly felt somewhat bad. I felt a little bad for Cam Newton because he looked like, damn, man, I really wanted this game. But a guy by the name of Justin Zimmer came in and punched that bitch out. But nonetheless, I felt kind of bad for Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows what it is to be the man. And right now, he ain't the man. Because he's the man. He's not the man he used to be. He's a different guy. And right now, he's got to answer to Bill Belichick. And now he's got to answer to the likes of Jeff Garcia, talking about for a guy that is losing and not dressing right, man, you're hearing it from everybody. So pressure is mounting. The pressure is mounting. Tom Brady's laughing. Bill Belichick is he's got his clipboard ready to know who's getting cut. Your cut, your cut, your cut. Because that trade deadline is around the corner. So pay attention to the Patriots, because we may have caused them to just sell the team. And when I say sell the team, I'm talking about like just gut the team and start, building for next year and the year after that. Who knows? But we'll go from there, man. I have one good question from my guy Wolf, and I just missed it. I'm going to go back and try to find Lone Wolf, and then we'll go from there. Lone Wolf says, do the Pats lose to the Jets? Let me tell you something. The Chiefs, we barely beat the damn Jets 18-10. We didn't even score a touchdown on them. And the Chiefs, not that the Chiefs had any issues, because Pat Mahomes threw for 400 yards and 5 touchdown passes. So I don't think there were any issues with that. However, they stuck around. They stuck around with the Chiefs for a while until the Chiefs said, okay, enough of this game playing. Like, we're done with you now. You stayed around too long. And then they just took over. So when the Jets play the damn Dolphins, when the Jets play the Patriots, that will be an interesting game to watch. And if Cam starts to still stink it up with the Jets, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be Coach Belichick, and I don't want to be Cam Newton. I'll just leave it at that. I do not want to be either one of those guys having to answer questions losing to the Jets. I don't. And you don't want the Jets getting their first victory against the freaking Patriots. You don't want that. You definitely don't want that. Pierre Kimpton says exactly, Frostbite. You see it how I do. Don't sleep on Motor. He's still the surprise back in the system on this team. I don't think anybody's sleeping on Motor. It's just that the fact that someone's woken up, and that's Moss. Moss has woken up. Rico, let's get Seattle, baby. Let's go. I hope we get Seattle, and that's how we're gonna end the show, man. On a wonderful super chat. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you had a great show. Thanks for tuning in. We got a chance to kind of take down the underwhelming Patriots, and I don't give a damn how we took them down, but the fact of the matter is we took them down, because if we didn't, we would have been hearing them yapping in our ear all freaking night. We don't want to have that. And we have now the big guns. We have the big guns. Now we can talk all our shit and they can't say nothing. So when you walk into work tomorrow, mean mug every Pats fan you can, because they won't be able to say anything. But it was because it doesn't matter. That's what you tell them. Every time they want to say something, you just say it doesn't matter because you lost. And that's what it is. And that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you want to say. So, folks, it's been great. It's been real. I hope you guys had a fantastic show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoy doing this, so it's always a good time for me. So, until next time, you guys enjoy the rest of the week. I hope everything goes well for you, and we will see you guys Tuesday night. Don't forget, y'all need to listen to the pod, the Overreaction Podcast, coming tomorrow morning. Don't forget to jump on that. Just type it in your Apple, type it in your Spotify. You will have that. And tomorrow it's going to be the Bills guys that'll be going on live, and you guys will see them very shortly. So they're gonna have a great show cooked up for you guys. So guys, until next time, it's your boy, and I'm gone. I'll see you guys. Let's go.